Hey y'all, back again. Let me tell y'all something. I got a dating story, right? Now, I told y'all before that I, on the Facebook dating thing, right? I don't know how to get out of it because I tried the other day. And I was able to take my pictures down, but I can't get out of it. Anyway, before I get started, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you make it happen for yourself. You got to make it happen for yourself, please. It's absolute must, right? Y'all got t-shirts. I got t-shirts. Make it happen for yourself. Email me your full name, address, size, and color. I'll email you back your shipping and handling, and you can cash at me, right? All of my social medias is down in the description box, right down there. And my email and my Cash App is down there as well, right? Let me tell y'all something. I got to tell y'all this. So, again, you know, I was on the Facebook dating thing. I'm trying, like I said, I tried to get out of it. I can't figure out how to delete it. I'm going to Google it, right? And so what I've discovered, what I think, is that most of the men on there is with somebody. If they ain't plumb retarded or ugly or funny looking or crazy, they with somebody, right? So there was a guy, now mind you, these is old Negroes, right? There was a guy, like my radars be up, right? So the guy seemed like he was a nice guy, so on and so forth, right? But a dead giveaway that they have a woman is when they have one picture up, right? That's the giveaway, in case y'all didn't know. And it might be foggy or to the side or something like they hiding, right? He had one picture up, and then he, after I said something about it, he put another one up, right? One more. Now listen, y'all. I'm trying to figure out why dudes think they so slick. First of all, I'm older, I'm wiser, and I'm a street girl, right? Nothing really gets past me. I may not say that about it, but it don't really get past me, right? Because if it get past me in the moment, when I lay down and think about my day and go over my day, which I do every day, I'm going to catch it. So anyway, dude, we had good conversation. He was funny. I like somebody that's funny and entertaining, right? So I FaceTimed him. What was the reason for the FaceTime? I can't remember. Because I usually don't do that on the first date. Well, it was a reason. I can't. Oh, I wanted to show him my yard. That's what it was. Because I got somebody now, but I was trying to get somebody to do my yard, right? So I was showing him my yard, right? Because if you like me, there's some things you got to do, right? Or a sister tell me or something, you know, tell me what you know. I'm new here. Who do you know? What you know, right? So he was telling me some different things that I needed to know and so on and so forth. And he was going to plug me in with this person, that person. Yeah, right? Okay, cool. I need that, right? So we talked. He called me about 4 or 5 times. I couldn't, you know, I was doing what I was doing. I couldn't really, you know, he talked for 4 or 5 times. Now, this was in the daytime, right? So he talked. So I had something to do. And it was like 6 o'clock. He said he needed to speak with his lawyer at 6, right? That's what he said. That was the first lie, right? So that wasn't the first lie. The whole conversation was a lie. I'll tell you about it. So he said he needed to speak with his lawyer at 6. So he called me. I said, don't you guys speak with your lawyer? He said, no, I can call him in a minute. So he kept calling me, right? So now it's 7:10, 7:15. I said, you got to go speak with your lawyer. So I said, go home. You know, because my spidey senses was going on. I said, go home. Let me see your house, right? Let me see your house. He was sitting, because he kept saying he was sitting talking to me. Go home and talk to me. Why you sit in the car, right? You've been off work since 2:30. You keep calling me, sit in the car, go home. Spidey sense tingling, right? So then, I said, he gets in the car and, you go to the store or something. Then he gets back in the car. He says, okay, I'm going home. You want to see I'm going home? Yeah, go home. What's the big deal? I'm talking to you from my home, right? So he get in front of the house, or where he said was his house. I don't know if it was or not, but, you know, he had lived in some townhouses or whatever, right? And he said he was buying them. I don't know them condos. I don't know what that's called. So anyway, he stood outside. So go on in the house. He didn't do that. Okay, fine. So that was day 1. So I called him way later on, about 9 o'clock. right? And it went straight to voicemail. I didn't think too much of it at that point, right? So I turned my phone off sometime at night because my kids will call me and I want to be able to sleep through the night because I don't sleep that much, right? So when I wake up in the middle of the night, I had my phone off. He didn't text me a couple times and said, I'm sorry, I was talking to the lawyer for 3 hours. Now, what he told me he had to do with the lawyer could have been scanned. He said he had 5 years worth of, now listen to the story, y'all. He said he had 5 years worth of pay stubs. He was in some kind of class action suit or something. And he had 5, they wasn't paying the overtime. And I believe that part because that happened at my last job in Cleveland. We was in a class action suit. So I get that part. But we didn't have to do none of that because they can look up your pay stubs, right? And he said he had to send 5 years worth of the pay stubs, right? And then he had to not send them. He had to talk about them. He had to tell them each pay stub. 5 years. He said, woo, he was on the phone for 3 hours. Right? That's what he said the next day. Woo, he was on, I didn't get off the phone about 12 something. I said, y'all could have scanned that. You had to do that. You could have scanned that. You go to anywhere where they scan it, right? He said, well, no, something. So I let that go. So something just in my head, right? Said, he was talking about something and I said, I need you to tell the truth. You live with a woman, right? He hesitated, hemmed and hawed. Then he said, well, yeah, but we ain't together. She sleep in one room, I sleep in the other. And that could be true because that happened in my relationship. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't believe you, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I said, well, listen, you can't do nothing for me. What can you do for me? You already tied up with somebody. No, I like you. I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna do your yard. I'm gonna do everything. Wash your car. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything for you, right? Listen, I said, that you got a woman, right? I said, well, he said, well, she about to leave. Now, that's what they all say. She about to leave. I ain't gonna just put her out on the street. Okay. Right? So he said he was going to take me out last Friday, Thursday or Friday. Well, that day, it might have been that day. That's what it was. And then it didn't happen that day. So it was the next day because he had talked to the lawyer. So he made up a story this day too. I said, well, we can go eat tonight then. He was like, well, no, really, I could go out Fridays and Saturdays. So that's when I said, you live with a woman, right? He said, no, well, yeah, okay. So I said, so that whole conversation, because I was telling him about the guys I've met that live with women, that lie. I'm telling him all the stuff, right? So you sat there and listened to that. So I said, while you were sitting there listening to that, what was going through your head? He was like, I know I got to tell her. I said, and as I'm talking to you and telling you I don't deal with that, what did you think was going to happen differently with you, right? No, because I like you. And I could do this and I could do this and I'm going to do this. Let me show you I'm going to do this. I said, listen, I need to be able to talk to you anytime I feel like talking to you if you interested in me, right? He said, now I can talk. I said, can you spend the night out? Yeah, I'm a grown man. I can spend the night out. I don't believe that, right? So we had that conversation. So that was day 2. That was maybe Thursday. That was Wednesday. I met him on a Tuesday. That was Wednesday. So that Thursday, we talked. And I don't remember what day it was. I think it was that Thursday. Because we talked about 3 times at that point. And I'm telling him, listen, I'm not with it, right? But we can go out because he was telling me about different places. And, he was plugging me in with some people. He was going to plug me in with some people. I need some plugs, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, right? And he was telling me about something that I'd already had my eye on so he could plug me into that. So he said, well, we'll go to dinner. So when he talked about the dinner, he was like, go somewhere far. I was like, well, why we got to go far? You can't be seen with me? No, that's just where all the eateries is at. Now, it's a place nearby that got a lot of eateries. Why you want to go there? Why we can't go there? But that's the area he live in, right? He live right next, sort of near me, right? So we talked, and I said, okay, I'm going to see, right? Even though I know I'm not going to fool with you ever. He wanted to get to my house. I said, well, listen, he wanted to go late at night. I said, I don't really like driving at night in the dark because I can't see because I am familiar with these areas. And if it's pitch black, I can't do it. He said, well, I'll come get you. And I was a little skeptical about that, like, come get me. You know, you ain't coming to my house, right? So that night again, and this is the third night, I can't get you at night. You turn your phone off or block me or whatever you do, right? So that never came. The dinner, none of that, never heard from him anymore, right? So I had texted him, well, I thought I did. I had texted him, look, you can't play with me. I ain't the one to play with, and left it alone. Didn't think no more about it. Now, on my Android, I could see, even though you blocked, I could see when you call me, I could see when you text me. So he texted me Saturday, right? So I just out of curiosity, I said, let me call him and see if he'll answer. I was blocked, right? So I said, this Negro really think he can play with me. Now, I done forgot all about him, ain't thinking about him, ain't, you know, I said I passed that test because I am, y'all, I told y'all, a gold digger. My mind, I already had things I wanted him to do. And in one of the conversations, I told him, I said, listen, my rent is X amount of dollars. How much you got on that? Right? Since you got a woman, I'm single. What do I get? How do I benefit from messing with you? Right? Even though I wasn't, but I'm just putting the questions to him. He couldn't answer. I said, what would I get out of messing with you? At this age, why would I mess with you? Why would I mess with somebody that got a man? Why would I do that? Right? So when I started talking about the money, he said, well, I ain't no trick. I said, I ain't no hoe. Right? So it went on, and I just didn't think no more about him, right? But I seen he had called me this weekend. This morning, just before I got ready to upload a video, he calls me. You know what this is? Yeah, I know. What's up? Right? Because I talk to people just because I can tell y'all, right? So what's up? He said, yeah, I just want to. So I started over talking him, right? I said, what's up? What do you want? He said, well, you got me blocked. I said, if I had you blocked, you wouldn't be able to talk to me now. Duh. So then I said, but you got me blocked because I've tried to call you several times. So that's cool. I get it. You can't talk at night. I get it. Just say that. I get it. You can't talk at night? Cool. Right? I don't care. I don't care. Right? So he said, well, you don't like me no more? I said, I don't know you. I don't know you. Right? So he kept talking, and then he said, well, it's the same as you. I can't talk to you at night. It's the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. You turn your phone. You blocked me at 2:30 in the afternoon. I told you I turned my phone off at night. Right? So he tried to make it now, before he was trying to be reasonable, now you're trying to make me crazy. I said, listen, what you're not going to do is play with my intelligence. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to play with my intelligence. Okay? So he said, well, I like you and this and that. So I said, well, what do I benefit from messing with you? Benefit? What you mean? What do I benefit from messing with you? What do I get out of messing with you? A man that has a woman, y'all in the house together. What do I get? So I said, what do you just want, some free ussy? And just come through when you want? Would that satisfy you? Is that what you're looking for? Just come through when you want, get some ussy and go on here about your business? He said, no, why you make it sound like that? That's how you making it sound to me, right? I said, okay, so what do you want? What do you want? Because I'm getting ready to set up and do my thing. What do you want, right? He said, well, no, I'm just saying I like you. Okay, so you like me. Now what? What does that mean? What does that look like, right? He said, well, you talking to me like I ain't on me. What do you want, man? I started saying, nigga, what do you want, right? What do you want? He says, well, I just like you, and I just, okay. Can I come? He said, I'm not working today. This is the part. He said, I'm not working today. Can I come over your house? Whose house? He said, can I come over your house? I said, for what? I said, we can go to breakfast because I'm hungry, and I was, right? Now, I said, we can go to breakfast. He said, no, why can't I just come over your house? Now, mind you, he didn't talk about how much money he had, how much money he make, and all of this. So what was wrong with breakfast? What? He said, I want to come over your house. I said, for what? What you going to do, sit here and look at me? And I think in his mind, because he'd been trying to get over here, you thought you just come over my house and seduce me? Really? I don't even like old niggas, right? So he got to talking. No, you talking to me like I ain't nothing, like I ain't no man. You talking to me because that's how I feel, nigga, right? I'm going to play with you like you playing with me. So he said, well, that's all right, and I'm just cool. So I just hung up on him, right? Now listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the dating game is horrible out here, right? I have met 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Not met them, but talked to 4,000 Negroes that got a woman. All you got to do is listen to them and then watch how they move and you'll see. So when women are with these guys like, I didn't know he had a wife. I didn't know he had a woman. How do you not know? You know it. You can know it in the first 24 to 48 hours. Trust me, you can. Every man that I know that don't, they immediately want to take you to their house, right? They want to take you to their house because they want you to get up in there at some point, right? If he can't talk to you at night, that's the number one thing. He has a woman. If he can't talk to you at night, he has a woman. If he can't talk to you every day, he has a woman. So this guy thought I said, you can't come to my house. I can't come over yours. You can't come over mine. You know, initially he said, well, I want to see you. I said, see me. That's when I said, we can go to breakfast. We can go eat. And he said, well, why would, I want to come see you, come at your house. For what? Why would you want to come at my house? Now that made me kind of think like, could it be creepy vibes? I'm about to kill you up in here? Because you're so persistent in coming to my house when I already told you I don't mess with people that have people already. I don't do that. I told him, I said, we can be friends because, he knows stuff that I need to know. We can be friends. I don't have a problem with that. But dudes don't be wanting to be friends with me, right? So it's a no. Now, if you want to take me to breakfast, I can meet you somewhere we can go eat and have a conversation, which I told him before. I told him that on the first day. I want to look in your eyes. That's the reason why I want to look in your eyes, because it's hard to lie when I'm looking right at you, right? But I figured out the lie day one. Figured out the lie day one. You got a whole woman up in that house. And so he was telling me about this family. I was like, well, I like a man that has a good family. Oh, you love my family. The whole conversation was a lie. I said, so now, let's say I like you and I get around your family. How they going to act funny? What's that going to be about? No, because they don't like her. Listen, y'all, I'm so fed up. I'm telling you, I tried to get off that Facebook dating site. I don't know how. I deleted my pictures and it wouldn't let me delete the last one. I'm sick of these Negroes, right? I'm sick of the line, y'all too old. And you cannot, if you ain't learned nothing else, as you get older, you should get wiser. You should get wiser, right? And if you're talking to me, you got to know that I'm not stupid. Nowhere near. And I ain't falling for that. I'm telling y'all, ladies, if you don't know, if he don't ever talk to you at night, that's a giveaway. Let's say he can talk at night. Let's say he can, because I had one that could talk at night. But I never went to his house. Not going to his house is the thing. Not going to his house is the thing. Don't allow a man to just come to your house. Don't just allow a man to come. Matter of fact, you can't come to my house. You can come pick me up or something, right? Maybe. But I can meet you because I got a car, right? And we could kick it and do. You have to entertain me. There has to be some form of entertainment. We're going to get to know each other. That's part of the get to know process. You just come and look at my house with your old funky ass. What I'm going to do? How does that thrill me? Looking at you, right? When I know you got a woman. And then I'm telling you, I'm asking them, how can you benefit me? How can you benefit me? What benefits would I get out of messing with you? And he kept acting like, what? What that mean? What I just said. What do I get out of messing with you? How does that benefit me? What are you going to do? See, listen, these side pieces, I told y'all, they got the game all messed up. Right? If you want me to be over here and be cool and be quiet, then he said, well, I told you what it was. Oh, now you're getting flippity flip out your mouth. You told me what it was. That's why I don't talk to you. So now I'm supposed to be accepting of that. I'm supposed to be. So I guess he figured he'd wait a few days and then it would be cool. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm telling y'all, the dating game is horrible. 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 And men are such big liars. And I had a whole big conversation with this man about what I don't like, what I've been through, and so on and so forth, and what I'm looking for. I'm quite clear when I speak to somebody about what it is I want. Most of the time after the first conversation, they don't call me back. And I told him that. I said, you only have one conversation, but you thought you could get through. You thought you could get through. No, there's no getting through. And I may talk to you because I don't have nothing else to do, and I may entertain it so I can tell y'all. But there's none of that. There's none of that. Listen, ladies, you got to know your worth. You have to know your worth, right? I am not at this age mess with a man that I know his whole everything is tied up with this woman, and you can't take me nowhere, even though he said he was, but I knew he wouldn't because I pressed it. You got to date me. You have to court me and date me. We're not doing no hide, go seek. You always coming to my house. Unless listen, if you always come to my house, you better have an envelope in your goddamn hand. Now, I told y'all I'm a gold digger. Now, if you think that that's what it's going to be, then that's what you better have. But at this point, y'all don't even want to be, I don't even want that. I don't even want to entertain you and talk to you for that. I want love, right? So I said, okay, I dodged the bullet. And I guess God has took me through 2 tests regarding men since my birthday. I said, God has tested me. And I passed, barely, but I passed, right? I had changed heart both times, right? Because I almost let my ex come down here for my birthday. Not because I like him, because he had money for me, right? Why? Because everybody know I'm a gold digger, okay? So I changed that. I changed my whole mind on that, blocked him, put him back on block, and then probably won't ever talk to him again, right? So I have passed 2 tests. Is it one more? I don't know. But I know greatness is somewhere nearby, over the horizon, right? Know your worth, ladies. And don't let these old raggedy Negroes trick you, right? Think. You know, ask the questions. Don't be afraid. See, the whole point of getting to know somebody is ask questions. I had a guy tell me one time, what's this, an interview? Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is. How am I going to get to know you if I don't ask you what I want to know? You can ask me whatever. I'm an open book. Yes, this is an interview, sir. Absolutely. You interview for a job. You interview to get a house. Why can't I interview for my love life? What? Anyway, y'all, I just had to tell y'all about Buddy. Buddy thought he was going to come over my house. I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but he thought he was going to come to my house. And I don't know what that he thought was going to go on. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't getting here. First of all, if he had just so happened to get here on a lie, I would have had to kill him up in here, y'all. Right? So anyway, thanks for watching Jackie with the Q, y'all. Thanks for listening to me, right? Because a lot of times, y'all is my salvation. Y'all is my therapist. I told y'all that before. Anyway, I'm going to speak on Bad Boys Club of L.A. Yeah, I'm going to speak on Bad Boys Club of L.A. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, okay? And everybody